Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to everyone coming in. Hope everyone is having a good evening or morning, whatever time it is for you. So the topic is, watch what you say, watch your words, in no particular order. Just that's what it is. Sometimes we say things out of our mouths without realizing, you know, the damage or hurt that we can cause someone, whether it be roasting someone, whether it be just, going back and forth. Um, our words, are powerful and they can really do damage, especially to a person who is already dealing with things, whether it be emotionally, physically, whatever the feeling or whatever they're going through. You can, say the wrong things, you know, send them over the edge, so to speak. You know, for instance, you know, I'm one that doesn't like to include other people into an argument as far as a child or parent, especially, talking about someone's mom, uh, whether deceased or alive. That, I just don't do that because, uh, like I said, some things you can say can be very hurtful. And, um, that's just something I have to, want to, I don't include somebody's mom or, you know, child or any other relative, especially if it's between the person and I. You know what I mean? I'm just, and I've seen a lot of people going after someone's child, um, mother, sister, whatever a relation, you know, they are to a person. I just feel that that's a meaning. Um, 'Cause nowadays, people, when you say pull up, they literally pull up. You know, whether they take flight, whether they drive, whether they bus, whatever they're pulling up, pulling out. It's not like it used to be where it's watching this fight, people do damage to our team. Those things where, you tell someone, it's fine, love, whatever. People that, it's not, say that, my mom just didn't know. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to, okay, start over. Anyway, what I was saying, you know, watch your mouth, be careful of the words that you say to someone. When, you're getting into it with someone, whether, arguing, going back and forth, whatever the case may be, you just want to be careful with what you say, especially when you're talking about someone's loved one, their child, their mother, or any other relative. Bringing that up into the equation, I don't believe in doing that. I mean, if it's between the two of us, keep it between the two of us. Hey, Rock Just Living, welcome in. Hope you guys can hear me. I just had to make sure my sound was right. It's every time I try to go live, something of, So anyway, yeah, you just want to be careful because, I'm seeing a lot of this on social media where people are saying pull up, and nowadays pull up to some people means actually pulling up. It's just not like, oh, you can say, oh, pull up. Aha, I was just kidding. No, people are actually, taking their time to find you. Hey, Lions Pride, welcome in. People are actually taking their time to find you. Um, Whether they fly or ride or whatever, it's, you know, like that song says, you're scared to come outside. Some people are not scared to come outside. They're going to come outside regardless. They're going to pull up and make you come outside. They're going to, um, you know, want to fight. And I just don't want to, well, back in the day, what our fighting was fist fighting. Nowadays is, you know, shooting and all the other junk, and, like I said, I didn't know what the word doxing meant until I looked it up. I thought, I guess I was ignorant to the word doxing. I didn't know what that meant until I looked it up and I heard people talking about it. I'm like, people will actually try to find out where you live, where your child was born. I'm just, saying, it's just like people will actually find you where you live and, where you work, you know. So that's why I say just be careful, how you roast someone. I mean, I'm not telling anybody how to, it's just me, my personal feelings on it. I don't include anyone's mom, or child for that matter. Whether they're a baby or young adult, it's not right. Thank you, Lions Pride. It's just not right. It feels like, okay, I'm gonna do this or whatever, and it's funny. It's all fun until, so to speak. It's fun until you in that predicament, until you are having to defend yourself in that way. So when somebody say you're scared to come outside, well, I am scared to come outside. I'm not being funny because I'm not gonna, you're either gonna catch a case or you're gonna be a case. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be a case, and I don't want to catch a case. Now, if I'm defending myself against something that's has nothing to do with me, then, but I try to avoid any and all confrontation. I don't put myself in anybody's situation. I don't, I mean, if it's, dealing with two people and it has nothing to do with me, I'm going to sit my butt down. I'm not going to be in it. I'm staying out of it. I just am seeing this so much where people are, I mean, like myself, I lost my mom in 2020. So it's like, still somebody says, oh, your mama's this, your mama's that, that hurts because, what did my mom do to warrant you talking about her? I mean, keep it between me and you. It shouldn't be on your cousin, your aunt, all that. It shouldn't be, That's just my opinion. That's how I, feel. I've been seeing it a lot lately. And I'm like, why talk about a child, especially when, the child or children have nothing to do with it. I mean, it just irks me when I hear that and see that, it's, I just wish people would watch what they say before they say it, because you could be going through something at that moment and all it takes is that little whatever, and that'll send you, over the edge, it's that simple, And I was always told not to invite anybody to a fight or whatever, not to, because hey, My mom always told me, don't invite anybody to kiss you, you know what, and don't invite anybody to a fight. And those are words I because people will do it. The day and times that we're living in, people will do it. You say pull up, what? They're there. You're not gonna know what direction, what. All you're gonna, you have no choice but to come outside. It's just, yeah, it's scary. I mean, if we're beefing, we're beefing. It's between you and me. It shouldn't be your child is this, your child is that, your mom is that. You don't know a person's mom. You don't know a person's child. Hey, Ursula, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. You don't know a person's family to be putting them in the midst of your whatever you have going on. Hey, Miss Diva Donna Madison, welcome in. Thanks for coming in, everyone. So yeah, as I was saying, just be careful with your words. I mean, well, not so much your words, I guess, just what you how can I say it? Well, yeah, be careful of your words and who you're putting in your words and what you're actually saying to someone. It's okay to tell someone to, whatever. And then I'm also seeing and hearing when people are telling people to off themselves. Why would you tell someone to do that? I mean, that to me is like, that's the lowest. I mean, you're telling somebody to off themselves and you're telling somebody to do some harm to themselves. No, that's not fair. That's not right. I mean, what if people are in that state of mind where they actually thought about it, contemplated it, and then they do it. And it's just like, what? There was a case a couple years ago where this couple, I guess, broke up or whatever, and she actually told him to kill himself. He did it. I mean, thinking, that was the only way out. It's, I could never. I mean, it's just like, argue how you want to argue. Me personally, I'm not going to tell nobody to off themselves. I'm not going to put nobody's relative in it, especially if they haven't done anything to me, and I'm for sure not going to tell anybody to pull up. What sense does that make? But yeah, it's just it's beyond me. I don't understand. And then people talking about people with disabilities. I mean, that's wrong too. I mean, like I said, I can't tell people how to fight or what to say. All I can do is kind of just explain to you how I feel about it. I mean, my opinion may not be your opinion. My way of thinking may not be your way of thinking. It's just, to me, it's how I'm feeling at the time, right? Wouldn't want that on my head. Exactly. I mean, because years ago, I don't know how old everyone is on here, but years ago, I was told, well, I'm not that old myself, but I was told that if you talk about somebody's child, like if somebody's pregnant and you talk about their child before they're born, and then say you have a child, that child is going to turn out the way you were talking about that child. I don't know if anybody else has heard that, but I used to hear older people saying that don't talk about somebody's unborn child because your child may come out looking or having a disability. And that stuck with me. And I never did that. I mean, it's just, your mom's this, that, and the other. I mean, whether your mom is alive, whether she's deceased, whether you have a good relationship with your mom, you don't want anyone to talk about your mom. I mean, I know I don't. It's sad that that's the first thing someone says, your mama. I mean, back in the day when we were kids, we would say that, but you realize that wasn't the right thing to say. I mean, as I got older, I know I just realized talking about somebody's mama, what's that going to do? Why would you do that? Yes, I love my mom. Said that all the time. Yeah. It's just, to me, yeah, I just, and I'm seeing a lot of this, and it's just like, I almost want to just leave social media alone if that's what it's gonna be. What people are coming to, and meeting you somewhere, showing up where you are or whatever. That's scary. Some people doxing you, knowing where people dox the hospital you were born in, the last neighborhood you lived in. It's scary. It's creepy. I mean, I know there's a lot of things online you can find out about a person, but why would you go through all that to, Because what if you're doing all this and your intentions are bad, and then that person that you're doing it to, they're going to defend themselves, and they're going to make you wish you never, pulled up or whatever. Like I said, you're either going to catch a case or be a case, and you shouldn't want any one of those. Like my mom always said, it's easy to get in. It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out of. So hey, watch your words. Be careful how you talk to people. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm sure most of us would not want someone to talk about our loved ones, especially if it's not even about them. You know, so that was kind of weighing heavy on me because it's just I feel like um, you can't we can't be adults and argue and keep it between us. If but if you just have to go there talking about somebody, no, the argument is over. I mean, I just don't feel like I don't that person, especially if the person is not here to defend themselves, if they're deceased or they're unable to defend themselves. Okay, leave it. I just yeah. Hey Vanessa, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, it's just something that I don't particularly like or agree with. Um, and then yeah, to say, well, it's a roast and gag. Well, yeah, you can roast and gag, but can you not roast and gag my relatives? Can you just keep it on you and I? You know. And the other thing is, the B word. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure most of you guys don't like to be called the B word, you know, and you know, I know that I'm not that. That's not the name I answer to. It's just I don't like to, for someone to call someone that, you know, you be you this and that or whatever. You can kiss, I hey, I guess I'm a little I guess I'm weird when it comes to that because I don't like to argue. I don't like confrontation. I don't want no one calling me or someone else out of their name. I don't, it's just yeah, it's just weird to me. I know I'm just talking. I'm not gonna this live may not make too much of a difference, but it's just, something I wanted to touch on, speak about a little bit, and I don't have all the facts. I don't know I just know that from what I'm hearing and seeing, I just don't feel that that is something that people should be doing, you know, and then telling people to pull up because this day and time that we live in, people are doing it without a care in the world. The only thing they're thinking about is, hey, what did you say? And that's it. End of story. That's all they're thinking about. They don't want any resolution. They don't want any handshake. Oh, well, sorry, this happened. Sorry, I said that. No, they want to, you know, cause you the pain you caused them. And that person may not even be a bad person. It's just that you set them over the edge and they feel that that's the only way to get their point across, you know? So just, be careful with the words that you say, how you say them, and um, your intent, because I get it when someone talks about someone's loved one, their intent is to hurt that person. I get it, you know, but I'm not going back and forth. No one, if they don't snore in my face at night, crickets. Exactly, exactly. I got I guess it wasn't that nasty, but it was not warranted. An inbox. I won't say on what platform, and it was like bizarre because I did nothing to this person. I didn't respond. I didn't go back and forth. I just politely screenshotted that message, deleted it, and let it. Well, I guess you're saying, what's the point in screenshot if you're going to delete it? Well, just for proof that hey, this person. If I have to, um, what you call it, file a claim or something. But I don't even think I still have that. It's been so long ago, but in that instance, I could have retaliated and, responded back and cursed the person out. But see, that's not me. I'm not even that type of person. I mean, you can curse me out, you can call me all, but that I know what I answer to, and I know what I am and what my name is, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with somebody, especially a person on social media. If I 9 times out of 10, the people who are going back and forth don't even live in the same state or the same city. You know, it's just like, it's pointless to me. I mean, it's like people will go to the low of the lows to find out where you live, find out your government name, find out your birthday, your where you last worked, why did you leave the job? Now I'm just being, because I don't know what all doxing entails, but I do know if people are looking up your name and your address, they're looking up other ways to find you. When you don't give it any energy, it won't grow. Exactly, and that's what I was always taught. People will talk. You don't have to even respond. Why respond? You did nothing to the person, so why respond? You know. So, but yeah, we just and I'm sure most of us on here have seen things, where um, people are going back and forth with and the insults and all that, and that I don't even get involved in. I'm sorry, I don't even put myself in that situation. I just hope it ends well. I just why argue though? I'm just saying this is social media. This is a free app. You know why put yourself in that? Ursula, I don't have a channel. Yeah, Ursula Scott doesn't have a channel. She's a great supporter, but she doesn't have a channel. But I just Vanessa, do you have a channel? I don't know if you want your channel link dropped. I think Rock Just Living was in here. You can drop her link. Um, or she's a mod. She can drop her own link. I'm sorry, my bad. Where's my head? Lions Pride. Can drop her link. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just I just don't agree with the all that talking about people's loved ones like that. It just because at the end of the day, why? Why would you? I mean, if we're going back and forth, I mean, you can call me what you want or whatever, but I don't have to answer to it. Just leave my mama out of it. I don't have children, but just leave the children out of it. It's not gonna solve anything. You know, so that is what I wanted to discuss. Just be mindful of what you're saying. I mean, you can roast and gag all you want, how you want. I can't tell anybody how to do that. I just, that one little thing is what I'm worried about. It's what I don't like. Is well, two things. You know, talking about their loved ones and telling people to pull up. Those are the things that I'm like, no. And some people that's what they want to hear. Pull up. That's it. It's like you say go, they're on go. They're ready. Because they especially if they've already doxed you, they know where you reside. You know, probably know where your relatives reside. Rather, I said preside. Is that even a word? But anyway, I meant reside. But yeah, these streets are mean. Exactly. And then they're trolls on here. Well, I wouldn't know well, I know what the word troll means, but I don't know if I've ever come across them in my chat, but I've seen, and that takes a lot of time too. I mean, my block finger, I thought that said something else. My bad. My block finger is real strong. I've come a long way with my, yeah. And see, me, when I first started this, I was like, I was in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody said something crazy on one of my videos or commented something, yeah, I was like, why? I mean, why would you, if you're not feeling what the person is saying or talking about or liking it, don't even waste your time commenting. You can hit the thumb down button all you want. That's not gonna do anything. But why waste your time commenting and with rude comments? it is doesn't make any sense. If you don't like the person, if you're not feeling the person or what they're saying, move on. That's just like a relationship. If you're not feeling the person, move on. Let it go. You know, there's no sense in staying somewhere where you're not feeling the person. I mean, you know, for me, I mean, it takes nothing. If I'm not feeling someone's energy, I just walk away. I don't retaliate. I don't say anything. I just walk away because, silence is the best, you know, way to deal with things. You know, you don't have to, everything doesn't deserve a response, is what I'm trying to say. Everything doesn't deserve you to respond back. But please, please don't say nothing about my deceased mother. That's exactly. I haven't had that yet, me personally. Someone, directing that towards my deceased mom. I don't know how I would react, but I wouldn't tell someone to pull up. But my thing is, it would hurt. It would hurt. That's a different kind of hurt. And a deceased child. That's a different kind of hurt because you're still. It could be 10 years from now. You're still grieving that person. You still don't have that person. You know. And when someone says something about them, that just triggers something in you because you're like, it takes you back to where you were when you lost that person. You know what I mean? And for some people it doesn't take much. It's like you can literally say your mom and then hey, that's it. you know I mean, it used to be where fighting was enough. Now it's no, I'm gonna you know get rid of you, which that's crazy. So yeah, I know I said a mouthful. It's just don't I just don't understand why people would be so hurtful, talking about someone's loved one. I mean, like I said, you can talk about me all day, say whatever, because I know who I am. I know what I respond to. I know what my name is. I'm not gonna say, for instance, like I said, you'd say call me the B word. So what? Okay, that's your opinion. You don't know me, and a lot of us don't know each other on this app. I mean, we know each other through supporting each other, you know, being in people's lives and commenting, and things like that. But a lot of us don't know each other on that level, so we can't know how a person lives their life, and so absolutely, I try to stay in my good energy. People who follow, I don't involve myself. It's not my fight. It's draining. It is. It's too much. I just if there are two people that I support and they're into it, I stay out of it. That's not my fight. That's not my situation. I hope it ends, that they stop. But I mean, I just with that energy, I remove myself. I don't go further to that energy. I just move away, if that makes sense. I don't um, put myself in that drama. You know, I still support the person or whatever. You know, but I won't frequent um, them as much. You know what I mean? If that uh, sounds, yeah, I think I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, it's just I've had a stroke and I can't do it now. Exactly. My mom, you know, uh, years and years ago had a stroke, and it was because of stress and worry and just things of that nature. And then as I got older, as we got older, she would always tell me to take it easy. You don't want to have a stroke, or you don't want to, because those kind of things affect your not only your mental but your body. If you let it um infiltrate, if that's the right word, if you let it in, you know it will get you, and we don't need that kind of stress in our lives. Miss Diva Donna Madison, you don't need that stress in your life. You just um you know so that's why now I'm trying to not, you know when I hear things, I'm like, okay, I don't, how can I say it, I don't, what is the word I'm looking for, guys? I don't like, I'm going to say, I don't drink it, if that makes sense. I don't drink it. I don't let it inside. I just, keep it at bay. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, this as a topic, watch your words, be careful what comes out of your mouth. Um, and that goes with anything. The Kool-Aid, yeah, the Kool-Aid. I don't drink the Kool-Aid, yeah, you know. But excuse me, but a lot of people, once they see someone else going at it, they involve themselves, and I don't want to do that. You know, I just I see a lot. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. There's a lot going on these social media apps, especially this here YouTube. You know, so anyway, guys, I'm not gonna keep you. It is Friday night. I know. Um, what is that song? Friday night, just got paid. You want to hang out, go out? Not saying you guys are doing that. I'm just saying, it is Friday. You want to kick your feet up and relax, and um, yeah, and enjoy your night. I just wanted to come live. I am trying to get my watch time hours up. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and do this live and share my opinion on what I've been hearing and seeing on the social media. And I just think that, you know, like I said, children and moms, brothers, sisters, keep it off of them. They shouldn't even be in the argument, you know, at all. But like I said, I can't tell people how to fight. I can't tell people um, what to say. If at the time you're feeling like you need to talk about somebody's mom, I'm not saying do it. But if that makes you feel any better, I mean, just I would hope that you refrain from doing that. But if that's what you feel you have to do, I mean, have at it. But I just it won't be me, you know. And I'm not saying you guys on the live. I'm just saying in general, if people still feel like they have to um, throw a shot at somebody's loved one just to piss them off or make them mad, hey, if that's but be careful telling someone to pull up, because to a lot of people, pulling up is nothing. They can, at the drop of a hat, they're pulling up, and people nowadays, some people are not afraid to come outside. So the song "You're afraid to come outside," well, a lot of people aren't. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, um, nowadays it's a thing. Back in the day, you probably could get off a few of your mama or whatever over the phone and hang up, and that's it. That's your cussing out. Nowadays, people are not cussing you out; they are knocking you out. Definitely won't be me. I mean, people are knocking you out these days, so just be careful with your words. You may not like a person or agree with a person, but children, parents, moms, dads, brother, sister, baby, teenager, off limits. Off limits. That's my take on it. That's my stance. Uh, I'm just speaking from myself. My opinion may not be someone else's opinion. My way of thinking is definitely not someone else's way of thinking. I understand that we all have our opinions and we all have our the way we feel. So anyway, I'm just rambling, so I don't want to hurt you guys' ears any longer. So I'm gonna say goodnight. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Um, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Be blessed. And until the next time, I bid you good night. Love you guys. Stay prayed up. Until the next time. Later. Oh, someone just came in. Hey, cowgirl. How are you? Thanks for coming in. You'll probably have to catch the replay because I'm gonna be wrapping this live up. Thank you for coming in. I want to thank. What happened to my screen, guys? Sorry. I want to thank my mods, Rock Just Living, um, Diva Donna Madison. I want to thank Lions Pride for coming in. I want to thank Ursula for coming in. Tamika. Oh, not Tamika. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I'm sorry. I thought I saw that name up there. Vanessa, um, Cowgirl, and anyone else who's in here in the bushes. I want to thank you guys for coming in. It's really appreciated. Stay safe out there, guys. Later.